Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. Now the new season is... tipped off, Richard. How important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Vaughn is out there with Ojale. Then there's Edwards. And it's Baker in at the 4. Cunningham kicks to Miller. 5 on the clock. Duran sets the screen for Miller. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Miller's got the first basket of the game for Miami.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Defended by Duran.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. There's the screen. Miller with a wide open look. Seattle grabs the miss. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
I don't know, but I do know that they're looking at the possible finals matchups. These are two of the league's most dangerous teams, no doubt.
Cunningham outside. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And shot on the way. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Here's Vaughn, covered by Cunningham. Pass to Baker, stolen. And now, here's Banks, the fast break opportunity. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Goes back up, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And there's the foul. It's on Justin Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Cunningham. Six to shoot. The rebound by Baker. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Both free throws good for Miller.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Ojale. Puts one up from 19. Edey with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Outside Banks. Pass to Edey. Cunningham looking it over. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Seattle trails by 4. Defended by Duran. Edey with the rebound. The Heat have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Cunningham outside. Over to the wing. From downtown. Edey can't hit. And Seattle shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. It's Miller on the wing. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Here's Vaughn, covered by Cunningham. Tips it, rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Last game for Seattle, they picked up the W against the Celtics.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and stolen by Miller. Here's Duran. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
No one near Edwards. block. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Cunningham outside. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Seattle trails by 3. Here's Vaughn. He had 10 points in the win against Boston. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
Buries it from three-point range.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Lets it go from 11. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Seattle has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Baker with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Cunningham passes to Durant. Now here's Banks. Pass to Edey. Drills it from outside.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
There's the pick, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Brown is checked in for Seattle. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Banks passes to Cunningham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Seattle trails by 3. Right side, Edwards. Misses the 3. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, big man Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 8. Edwards gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. And it's Miller in the corner. Back to Cunningham. Miller outside. Duren with the screen on Brown. Miller dishes to Cunningham. Over Vaughn. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Miller. He's got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And that one is hammered home.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Cunningham kicks to Miller. From the wing, Seattle grabs the miss.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Brown, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Heat. Here's Banks, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end. Punch, counter punch, impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Outside Banks. In the corner, it's Duren. Pass to Edey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Seattle has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Seattle shooting their first free throws of the game. And it's tied up with that one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Dort against Banks. Pass to Edey. Edwards brings the double team. And here's Miller outside. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
To the right side. Here's Baker. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. 1:53 left in the first. Edwards against Banks. Just 4 to shoot. Edwards' shot is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Edey. The tray. Knocks down the 3-ball. Edey's got 6 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Edwards a screen on Cunningham. Banks against Dort. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backcourt.
Pass to Edey. A 3-pointer, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
It's Miller on the wing. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Duren. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's Brown with the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Miller. Shakes him. Second chance shot. And Duren finishes inside. Duren's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Here are the 5 for Seattle to start the second quarter. Johnson with the bounce pass. And stolen by Banks. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Brown. It doesn't go in. He's 3 for 9 now and frustrated. Goes up on the wing. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side Banks. Pass to Edey. Here's Christopher. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Christopher. Got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Up top, Banks. 11 feet away. Rebound by Indoor. Seattle trails by 4. Brown finds Johnson. The kick out to Brown. Takes the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
So they take the lead. And Seattle leads by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Johnson outside. They grab their own miss. 3-pointer. Brown with the bucket. Brown's got 10 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Christopher. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Heat lead by 1. Johnson surveying the floor. Shot from the top of the key. Here's Endor. Out to the wing. Now here's Brown. He's got 10. Over to the left wing. Another shot. He lays it in.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Here's Christopher. Covered by Johnson. Pass to Edey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Seattle.
They've put their hard hats on and gone to work on the offensive boards. Those second chance points can really energize a team.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Pass to Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Christopher, covered by Johnson. Left side, Banks fires from 14, and it's Seattle with the rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Christopher. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Christopher's got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Brown against Miller. Pulls up on the wing. Banks with a rebound.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Miller, the pass to Banks. Pass to Edey. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Endor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Left side, Brown. Such a wide open look. Brown's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really looked to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And, boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
A platoon swap here for Seattle. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Seattle has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes in there. Holmes got his first points of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Miller outside. Pass to Edey from outside the arc.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
There's Miller with the 3. Miami no good on that time either.
And, boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Miami trailing. On the wing, Miller. Plenty of space. Good as the jump shot falls. Miller's got 13. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Vaughn. It's hauled in by the Heat. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Miller, that's for 2. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And it's a 3-point Heat lead. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there, if you can pull it off, and he did. Christie. Checked in for Brandon Miller.
Team foul number 4. Half of the game. 0-0.
Here's Christopher. He's got 9. There's the 3. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Banks, and it's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Seattle, and it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And stolen by Banks. Here's Christopher going inside.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Shoots. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 8 rebounds in this game. The Heat haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Seattle making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
For the basket, it's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Christopher, that's good.
But has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter? He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Yes, that goes in. 10 points for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Out to the right wing. Here's Christie. Drills the three-pointer. Christie's got the lead up to 9 now for Miami.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
The open shot, Edwards. As he pulls it in. Miami's on 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Here's Edwards. Count it. Edwards got 17 now.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Christopher sinks the triple. And the Heat lead by 10.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Vaughn. Scoreless thus far. And another shot. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Christopher. He's got 19. Just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a moment now to check out who Seattle has coming up. On Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Hendricks. Fades away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. He's got 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Edey. 8 points for him. Miami no good on that time either.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Edwards.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Athletic play from Dort on the drive, coming in hot and finishing it off with the slam.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Christopher. 20 points for him.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Out to the right wing. Here's Christie. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You look at Seattle. Hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak.
build up that momentum, guys.
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat. They find themselves in a close contest at the half.
They've been getting to the line.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him needs to get to position and beat him to the spot.
We've got Cunningham. Edey out there with the Coral. Then there's Christie, and it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Dort against Cunningham. Tipped away. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Finishes the break with a slam.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And they need to use that momentum, clawing their way back via fast break points.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Dort.
On defense, Dort has great instincts, helping him stay on top of the shooter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Edwards. They shoot again. It's blocked. Leaps for it. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago.
Their long-range game was a huge strength. They spread the floor, found the open shots, and made the most of their chances.
Miller's checked in for the Heat.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Drains the three-pointer. Miller's got 18 points in the game.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
With the drive, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. To the wing on the left. Okoro with it. Edwards there. Pocket 6. Here's Cunningham. And he converts the layup. And that's now 10 points for Cade Cunningham.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Here's Edwards. And another basket for Seattle. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And here's Miller outside. The shot will not fall. For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Offensive rebound. Edwards kicks to Ojale. It's good. This game is all even. Ojale's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Bassey. Back to Cunningham. And it's Miller in the corner.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Jalen Duren. He's checked in for the Heat. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
Let's get the Heat fans. Give it up for your
a switch here. Bassey's checked in. Cunningham finds a Okoro. Shot clock at 5, and it's Miller atop the key. Crafty move. Here's Durant. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Nice finish.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Edey's checked in for Durant. On the wing, Miller. Money from the wing. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Trailing by 2. Swiped it away. And a wide open look for Cunningham. A three-pointer is right on target. Cunningham's got 13. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Miami.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
Oh, that's blocked. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. Here's Miller. That one wide left. Seattle trails by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Left side, Miller. Puts up a deep 3. It's not going to go for him.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Okay, a chance to check out the numbers for Miller. Coming off a terrific season. 7th in free throw percentage and amongst the league's top-tier scorers. Top 20 in points per game.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. One's checked in for Seattle. And here's Miller outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Miller's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Miami. Here's Vaughn. Bassey pulls it in. Miami leading by 7. On the wing, Miller. 23 points in the game.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Here's Baker. Seattle missing again. Miami's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Miller right side with the shot. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The Heat making a switch here. Christopher's checked in. And Seattle also making a change. Brown is checked in for Baker. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Here's Christopher. He's got 20. There's the triple. Seattle grabs the miss.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Lots of room. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 20.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now, here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room. Pass to Edey. Here's Bassett. That one good for 2. Bassey's got his first bucket of the night. And it's Seattle with the ball. 7-point differential. Driving in. The kick out to Brown. And he's good on the 3-ball.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Okoro. And here's Cunningham. He's got 13. Driving to the basket. And they get it back. Seattle trails by 4. Here's Vaughn. And he jams it with authority.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MLB physical.
Oh, with authority.
That is a monster finish.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. To the left side wing. Launches it. Ogilvy, that's good. Ogilvy's got 12.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Miami's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Christopher. 22 points for him. Pass to Edey. Now here's Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edey. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Ogilvy. That gives them the lead.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Baker, he's checked in for Seattle. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Seattle.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
And he makes that one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Brown outside. Stolen by Okoro. It's stolen by Brown. Into the lane. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Heat in 5th.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, but the points really started to pile up.
And Seattle making a change here. Hendricks is checked in.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
And Seattle making a change here. Endor is checked in. And it's Seattle with the ball. Trailing by 2. There's the pick. Pass to Brown. And the layup falls. Brown's got 17 now.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Cunningham inside. 15 points in the game. They get it back.
Awaiting foul. Second personal foul. Penalty.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Seattle has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Vaughn. Banked in off the glass.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Cunningham passes to Banks. Here's Christopher. Driving the lane. 5 to shoot. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Number 35. First personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And he can't get the first one.
Now at the line, Edie.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Vaughn, covered by Cunningham. Vaughn kicks to Endor. Brown against Banks. Brown drives in, hangs in midair, and converts on the double clutch layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Christopher.
Oh, yes! And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
They set the pick. Here's Cunningham. Here's Edie. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But great, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Seattle calls timeout. Seattle calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Timeout call for the Heat. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Up again, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Seattle, Edwards is out there with Lou George. Then there's Brown, and it's Baker in at power forward.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Christopher, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Baker. Offline with his three.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Christopher, the pass to Duran. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham dishes it to Miller. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his third assist on the night. There's Baker. Puts up a deep 3. No good that time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Miller. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And Seattle making a change here.
DeVries. Holmes.
Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's Seattle with the ball. 8-point game.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Miller, the 15-footer. Good. Miller's got 15 points in just the second half.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Holmes wide open. He fired. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Miller in the corner. Duran a screen. Brown against Miller. For the 3. Rebounded by Holmes. And so Edwards will bring it up for Seattle. Trailing here by 8. Brown inside the line. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Duran with a screen on Dort from about 19 feet. Yep, right through the net. And the Heat lead by 8.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him. Edie's checked in for Miami. And Seattle also making a change. Ojeley's checked in. Cunningham outside. Out to Miller. They set the pick. Fires top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot. Miller's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Ojeley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kate Cunningham.
Clearly a foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
The Heat leading by 7. And here's Miller outside. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Ojeley. Pulls up. Gets an open look and hits. Ojeley's got 14 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
On the wing, Miller. Back to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Miller, that's for 2. Seattle grabs the miss. Brown deciding where to go with it. Holmes setting the big for Brown. Pass to Holmes. Fires for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Christopher. to the paint. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Christopher. Miller outside. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the away team.
Good on both. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Christopher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. Here's Ojale. Holmes trying to free himself up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kate Cunningham. Seattle calls timeout. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed the team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. Let's see if that intensity increases on D, guys.
Thanks, David. It's stolen by Edwards. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Oh, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Okay, I see.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Six on the shot clock. Charity stripe shot. And it's Seattle with the rebound. For three, Edwards connects from three-point range. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
To tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Edwards got it all tied up now for Seattle.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Here's Heaney. Miller outside. And again, it's the Heat missing. Seattle has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Now Cunningham. Pass to Christopher. Here's Heaney. And a miss there on the triple.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Brown with the bucket.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Christopher. Edwards defending. Christopher, no good. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Good on the three-point shot.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The Heat shooting 40% in the fourth. Cunningham for three. Seattle grabs the miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their face.
What a jam!
Have mercy.
Wow.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Miller against Brown. Cunningham outside. Shot to stop the run. Here's Durant. The Heat need to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. And yes, it's good. And now it's a 9-point Seattle lead.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Miller, that's for two. Top of the key jumper, no good. Seattle leading by 9. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. 80 can't hit. Seattle has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And here's Edwards from the arc. Duran pulls it in. Now here is Miller. Defense right on him. For 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Miller's got 38 points.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Shot from the wing. Beaujolais, that's good. And Seattle leads by 8.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And here's Miller outside. And so Brown will bring it up for Seattle. The 3. Duran pulls it in. On the wing, Miller. Edwards defending. From deep. Connects from downtown.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And it's Seattle with the ball.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Here's Christopher. No good. And so it's Seattle winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy. This crowd was